Welcome back to my channel. I'm ToyaRenee. This is ToyaRenee Talks. If you're new around here, welcome. So today's topic is about COVID vaccines and relationships. And what do you do when you don't have an agreement with your significant other of whether or not to get the vaccine? So before I get into this topic, I do want to recommend that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That way you'll know when new videos post. And to make sure that you know when new videos post, please hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when a new one is up. So without further ado, let's get right into this topic. So I know, as we all know, that in any relationship, there's going to be some form of a disagreement with something. And when that time comes, you have to try to come to a compromise as to where you can work it out some way or another, right? What I had noticed about the COVID vaccine is that there are different opinions. People have questions. People want to know if it's safe and all that kind of stuff so that we can get along with our lives as normal as possible in the way that we all see fit. So these are my recommendations of what to do when you and your significant other don't have an agreement on whether or not to get the COVID vaccine. The very first thing I would recommend that you do is have an open and honest conversation. Why is this so important? Because when you discuss how you're feeling about it, your worries, your concerns, why you're for it or why you're against it, it leaves the door open to your significant other to say, well, okay, I can see where you're coming from and this is how I feel as well. So when you have that open and honest conversation, it opens the door to so many opportunities for understanding and a way to understand why you're willing to get it or you're not willing to get it. When you have that open and honest conversation, make sure that you're listening carefully to what your significant other is saying and how they feel about whether to get it or not. Now, there's so many reasons that go into why someone would want to or not want to get the COVID vaccine. And we each need to be understanding and empathetic to why someone wants to get it or not. Because really, this is a new thing for all of us. We've never really been through, at least not in my lifetime, we've never really been through a pandemic or anything that has been so tremendous on our lives that affected the entire world at the same time. So we all have to try to have a sense of understanding when it comes to how someone sees it, how they view it, what they think is best for their health, and then we can go from there. I think it's important to ask yourself and your significant other, is this something that will affect our relationship now or in the future? Because believe it or not, just like on topics such as children, marriage, buying a house together, living together, the COVID vaccine is just as important because it could affect how you see your relationship proceeding from here. So you want to make sure that you're on an understanding or on the same page as far as, will this be something that can cause a real problem? And if it is, then it's something that you want to dive deep into and be like, well, we really need to discuss this and come to some kind of compromise that can lead us to either moving forward with this or something that will make it work out. One thing that you have to understand with things like this is that you want to make sure that you are not giving off a vibe that like your significant other's opinion does not matter or that your opinion doesn't matter because it's a disagreement. I feel it's important to try to have that middle ground where you say, well, now I understand where you're coming from and why you wouldn't want to get it versus how I want to get it, and to really come to a place where you can say, well, I understand where you're coming from and this is how we can proceed. Now, once you've passed all those steps, it's time to come to a compromise. How will this affect us as a couple? How will this affect our children if we have children? And when the time or if the time comes for them to get a COVID vaccine, are we going to allow them to get it? These are all important things that you should discuss and come to some kind of compromise, because if it's not resolved within the time frame that it needs to be, then it can cause real problems. And that's why it's so important to ask yourself once again, will this affect our relationship? Will it affect our children if you have children? Or will it be in a situation where we agree to disagree? Well, guys, that's really all I have for you today. I want to thank you so much once again for watching and really taking the time out to really spend some time with me and listen to my opinion on what to do when you disagree about the COVID vaccine. If you've come this far in the video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and let me know what your thoughts are on the COVID vaccine. Do you believe you should get it? Have you gotten it already? How are you feeling? And have you been in a situation in which you don't agree with someone based off of the COVID vaccine? That's all I have for you guys today. Once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Love you. Take care. Bye.